Hi, everybody. Welcome. Let's get started here. Yeah, I wanted to keep sleeping this morning, but decided to get up. Got things to do. It's cold this morning. I got my videos ready for YouTube. They're already made available, and so I'm done on that front. I do need to make a couple of more shorts. Uh, Not for tomorrow, but for later on this week. But that's about it. Good morning, everyone. Right now in Plampton, it's 9:24 a.m. on Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Oh, someone recently asked me for advice. I thought it would be a good idea to share it with everyone. They wanted to know what to do if they ever found someone passed out on the beach. If that happens, speak to them to make sure they're okay. Do it several times if necessary. Be persistent. Then offer to help with anything they need. We all must do our part to keep this island safe. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. You know what that means. 1,000 miles. That's nothing. And you can hardly do anything with the houses. It, it's like, why even bother? Nope, there's the sea captain. But before we do that, let's look at something here. Good morning, silly. Listen. Hi, I lost my voice. I was trying to be a heavy metal singer instead of a pop star. I am so not metal. Not being metal is metal. But yeah, last night I uploaded. I started playing this one game again. I wanted to see if anything had changed, and it had. But it was this game called Let It Die. I hadn't played that game in years, and the sequel to it is coming out. And I've always wanted to go back to Let It Die, but I hadn't done it yet. There we go. But yeah, I started playing it some last night, and I don't think oh my gosh, Sarah! Finally, I get to chat with you. I legit missed you a lot. Aw. Sarah, do you need something, Rar? You dropped this? Let me see. What? It's that bag I lost. Thank you so much for bringing this back to me. I want to give you a reward. Boom, it's totally a film projector. And that is one of my favorite things, so enjoy it. Alright. But, yeah, I kind of realized that I didn't do anything with, that, account of mine. I played the games and I maxed out my character's level, but I didn't, gather supplies or upgrade anything. I don't even know how you get different types of weapons in the game. But I'm probably going to start over with a different account. But I'm not 100% sure when I might do that. Since my brother is asking about the Outer Worlds, I might actually get started on that instead. By the way, I'm still going to go and do houses. I just I wanted to do a couple other things around here first. I know I'm probably not supposed to be doing 10 houses a day, but I'll be honest with you. Considering the fact that you get nothing, not even a congratulations, for giving every villager a vacation home, I don't even know if you're supposed to or expected to finish the DLC. Yeah, I remember I was looking information up about, flowers and stuff. About getting golden roses. And the person made it seem so complicated. And I notice that sometimes people will do that. And I don't know if it's a habit of theirs or not. But I remember it had something to do with plants again. But there was a game where you had to put a seed in a pot and then grow a huge vine and stuff. But to do that, you had to just put the seed in the pot, water the seed or the pot, and then the vine would grow. I remember I was looking stuff up and I already knew how to do this, but I saw um, somebody try to explain this puzzle to somebody else, and they made it seem so complicated. I always bugged me. It's like, do they not know how to, communicate with people, or what? Or sometimes people ask a question that can be answered with a yes or no, and some people just start lecturing them about asking the question in the first place. And I used to copy and paste their comment into into the comments section, and below it said also translates to no, or also translates to yes. It's like I think some people live for those moments where they can just lecture people. I seem to be missing my suit, my diving suit. I mean, unless it's in the clothes. But yeah, I might try it uh, tonight or whenever. Oh my gosh. I feel like I already did my civic duty and got him out of the water. I mean, off the beach. No, I can't remember when I would have lost my diving suit. But yeah, I did get on Fallout 76 last night. That's another reason why I haven't exactly jumped on the Outer Worlds, because I'm trying to. Oh, that was quick. I'm trying to buy uh, enough items so I can buy gold bullion every week. But yeah, Let It Die is a fun game if you like Souls types. But you have to be careful and stuff. Like, I completely forgot how to use my healing items. Hadn't played in that long. Yeah, to be honest with you, it looks kind of miserable outside. Alright. The goat. let's see. But yeah, I got some stuff done in Fallout 76 done. Happy about that. I wanted to get some more gold treasury notes, and I traded that in for gold bullion. I wasn't really expecting my brother to get on last night, so I wasn't too surprised that didn't happen. But yeah, I got some stuff done that I was happy about. Okay. You know, one thing you won't hear me complain are about those simple panels you can put up. I like that you can split the room up, but sometimes it feels like I'm putting up, you know, too many panels. Like, is that enough? Or... But anyway. I need to turn that down. Yeah, because one thing I'll say about this game, when I was first hearing about the DLC, one thing I was thinking, or hoping, is that we'd get our own island at some point. But no. I still don't get why they don't let us expand the size of a resident's house on our island. That just, like with... I could be crying into the wind, don't matter. I know it doesn't matter, but, you know. Alright, here we go. Maybe I'll make a little house. Yeah, I only played pool once, and I was not very good at it. It's a chair. I keep thinking it's like a table. Yeah, I couldn't really hit the ball very well. I did manage to play bowling a bit better. I remember for some reason on the fourth I don't know, the fourth round, I managed to get a strike. I think if there was a bowling alley in town, I'd probably have played more than I have. Like there's a small theater that's a few miles away from me. I think if the movies that I was interested in didn't fall on like, you know, bad weather days, I'd probably go out more. Like I'd like to see one of those Sonic movies in the theater. And I'm not embarrassed to go see a kids movie. Believe me, I went and saw the, and I'm admitting to saying this, the My Little Ponies movie, Friendship is Magic movie. I went to the theater to see that with my mom. And yes, I was a grown adult at that time. And yes, I did get I got some looks, but I didn't care. You know, that was around the time my dad died, and it's like, you know, me getting looks isn't gonna kill me. And my dad, he actually told me that, you know, nobody's gonna know who you are. So, you know, why be embarrassed? I think as long as you're not hurting anybody, you shouldn't be. Like, I got into an argument with somebody who thought it was weird for grown adults to watch Disney movies. I was like, it's not weird. I mean, as long as nobody's getting hurt, what's it to you? I said, well, you know why they're watching them. It's like, yeah, entertainment. Yeah, I think I will try the Outer Worlds after this. I'm really curious about it. My brother's asking, so might as well. Yeah, only my character would go to in this rooster would go to a floating iceberg. Try to put a house down. But there we go. Yeah, let's make this house bigger. Put that there. Wait a second. This isn't flat. There we go. There's the Earthite. Earth goes in the middle. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not a flat earther. Okay, let's put this down too. One of these. I saw a video, and I don't consider being a flat earther political. So that's why I'm gonna say this. I saw a video once where this guy bought this like really expensive laser, and he pointed it through a hole, and it was supposed to prove that the Earth was flat. And even though it definitely did not prove that, he still would not believe that the world was round. I thought that was so weird. It's weird. Like I always assume that the red dots are what they want to hear. Like that's the preferred thing, but actually I don't know because the galaxy one makes more sense. There's this one guy who's given free trips to like Antarctica, I think it was, and you had to be a flat earther uh, to get the free trip, you know, because they wanted to prove that the world was round. I was like, a free trip to Antarctica. Hey, suddenly the world looks kind of flat to me. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it. You know, I tried to get connected to TikTok. It was this. I wanted to start streaming on TikTok, but it would have. I don't know. I had to hook up my game somehow, and get that working before I could. And to be honest with you, I tried it once. I think after that, I was done with it. I just honestly didn't care anymore to do it. And my brother doesn't actually get on TikTok anymore. I think it's because, they threatened to ban him. I think that kind of did him in. Yes. But I could be wrong about that. He just doesn't get on anymore. I was excited for a while, but I think that once I kind of figured out that I couldn't just you know hook up my console to uh, to my Elgato and somehow get it to work that way, and it wasn't like easy to pull off. I think I kind of just lost interest in it. I know that's a pretty bad excuse, but it's kind of how I felt about it. Like, I just didn't care that much anymore. Oh, well, mounted, that's why. Okay. And, just thinking there for a second, I might not be able to flip that thing around. Okay, here's that. Put in water. Alright, we are good. down. Yeah, it took us a little while to get here, didn't it, this morning? I was looking at the times, like, I'm not even halfway finished yet. Let's see if there's anybody interesting here. Well, yeah, plenty. Let's start putting a lot of animals in one spot and see if there's a limit. Sorry, I'm just copying and pasting something here. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. there. I don't know what else. Oh, well. I mean, I could change the sound here. At least, maybe. Oop, almost forgot to take the picture. Alright, that's the halfway point. Let's keep going. Okay. That statue, or that armor, I think that's what it is. This thing instantly reminded me of Fatal Frame. I know it's not unique to Fatal Frame or anything like that, but it still reminded me of it. Definitely have to put a poster up. Speaking of Fatal Frame, I actually had a Fatal Frame game come in the mail today. It was not today. It was called. It was a couple of days ago. It's one that I haven't beaten yet. I've beaten every one but this one. It's called Fatal Frame: Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Originally came out on the Wii. Always wanted to play it. Yeah, a lot of this stuff was in Fatal Frame. Like, I'm excited that we're getting a remake of Fatal Frame 2. I honestly didn't think we'd get any new Fatal Frame stuff except for ports for a while there. You know, my artist finished this comic for me. This is the older comic artist I've been working with. And one thing I noticed is that they kind of hinder themselves. Or, like, I like panels. With my panels, I'm thinking they could have gone easier. Like, they could have just drawn a line down the middle of the page and then across the side. You know, like that. Something very simple. But they drew the panels really small. And it feels like that they were limiting themselves, not hindering, limiting. And I finished reading the comic that they had sent me, the pages, and I'll be honest with you, I was just not excited for it. Like, I hate being like that because, you know, I've worked with this artist for so long. It just, I don't know. I kind of want to just not do it anymore. With, you know, work with them anymore. And I don't think it's something that they can just, you know, fix or change or anything. I think that this is like a problem that can only really be solved by just, you know, letting them move on. I might get the new artist to try it. See, I hate being like that because I feel like I'm being a jerk about it, but I don't know. I'll be honest, I haven't been very happy with their work lately. I don't want to, you know, waste my money anymore because it does feel like a waste. Like, you know, people used to be excited about my work, but not anymore. And I think it definitely is my fault there because I kept going the way I had been, but kind of realized that I got choices. I can try to do better there. So sorry, I'm not trying to whine or anything. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My little uni was ready to come back inside. Okay. But yeah, I'll get off the topic there. But like they've done a great job in the past. To just I do feel, and this could just be me, I'm sure, that after some time, some people kind of lose, interest or passion, or maybe they don't feel like they. I just say what I just said. Interest. Like maybe they just don't want to, do it anymore. I guess that's understandable. But yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to another artist. What I might do, I won't say anything to them, the old artists, because they got plenty of others working for them. So what I'll probably end up doing is just paying for what I owe and just calling it quits. But with the new artist, what I might do is send them the comic pages and the treatment I wrote, and let them redo it. Their output is actually pretty amazing. I'll be honest with you, and it's really well done. Like the first time I was waiting for one of their pages, I kept thinking, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to correct this and this. I didn't explain that very well, I'm sure. And sure enough, they managed to put it together really well. You know, for a second there, I thought he'd want a fairy tale themed house. Yeah, because he's a wolf. Yes, I will do this thing you ask. Okay. Yeah, let's open this up. Actually, let's shrink it down. There you go. I was curious. Okay, so that's... Actually, you know... I doubt I'm gonna... Here we go. Let's put one of those down instead. You know, my dad used to be able... Well, he would tell me that he could tell when a vehicle that he used to own would drive by. I never understood if he... I never questioned it really, but I always wonder if he actually got it right or not. Like, he would point at a car and say, oh, hey, I used to own that car. I said, like, one like it? He said, no, I used to own that car. I was always surprised. He said that he could tell, but maybe he could. I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe this will sound bad, but you know, I used to think that if something did happen to my dad, I wouldn't miss him because he wasn't always the nicest guy to be around. But yeah, I do miss him. I do. But well, that's life, I guess. We definitely had our good times and bad times, but I'll be honest, I remember the good times more than bad. Same with my mom. I remember the good times more than the bad. Like, I guess any family can have a lot of bad sometimes, but I know my family isn't like everybody else's, so. Yeah. I know, I go on weird tangents sometimes. Well, a lot. Alright. Okay, so no matter what, I'm going to help that kangaroo lady next, but I want to see if there's anybody interesting out here. Her. Okay, yeah, let's just do the lady here. Yeah, I remember when when I moved back home, my dad was living in not a retirement home, but a retirement community. And he told me that his neighbor would call the police and the management on him anytime he made some loud noise. And he always thought that it was definitely hypocritical because we're going to do something else here. Because he lived next to a car dealership and they were constantly blasting noise. Anyways, I remember I moved in, and this was going to be for a short time because my dad wanted to move anyways. So he hired a real estate agent, and she refused to show his house. Like, she would call him up and say, "Hey, we had somebody interested in your house." And he's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, but I'm not showing it to them." And that would be the end of the conversation. And my dad couldn't figure out why this lady refused to show his house. Anyways, my dad went over her head. And we got another real estate agent. But they actually came down, and I believe they were trying to intimidate my dad because the lady brought her husband. And anytime my dad opened his mouth, he would yell at him not to talk to his wife that way. And I remember the last time he did that, I snapped at him. Dad told him to get out of his house, and that guy got a bit closer to my dad, and I definitely did not like that. So I yelled at him, and I told him that my dad just told you to get out of his house. And the big guy realized that he definitely would have had a problem there, so he did leave, but he kind of hung at the door, and we got everything settled after that. But my dad, he was kind of odd. Like, I'm not sitting there saying that that old guy had a right to get in my dad's face the way he was, but definitely would never say that. But my dad was the kind of guy who would buy a house and then try to sell it the same day. I don't know why, but he was never satisfied where we lived. Like, yeah, like I said, we would buy a house, and then he would talk about selling it the same day. And it wasn't that he found this little thing that he just did not like about the house. It just, just the way he was. He was like that his whole life, actually. He always wanted to move. Like the house I'm living in now, this was one of those houses that he bought, and the same day we moved in, he wanted to move. I remember he got mad at me once, and he said, "Why haven't you put this house on the market yet?" And I said, "Because you own it. I can't put it on the market." But then he wouldn't sell it for anything. But people weren't exactly tripping over themselves to buy it either, so. That's what I was thinking. If I did sell it, I'd have to take a loss, but I don't know. I don't know if anybody would buy it now. Alright, one more house after this. Baby girl. Yeah, this morning, Unity got under the covers with me, and she kind of hugged my hand. You know what really got me about my artist here? I know I said I was going to drop it, but I'm going to keep going for a little bit. The first thing I do when I write the treatment is I write out the cover, normally. Now, I don't always do it, but sometimes I want to wait before I make a cover. But, yeah, normally I write the idea for the cover out. I did that with this this treatment that I wrote. And even though I did it, like I usually do, the artist who has drawn many covers for me in the past did not draw the cover right. And I'm not talking about following my directions. I mean actually writing the cover out. right. The the cover was really small. Like I would have to adjust it myself just to get it right. And I know people are probably thinking, well, why don't you get the artist to fix it? I'm kind of just wanting to be done, to be honest with you. I know that's probably not fair to them, but I just kind of want to be done with it. Not worry about it anymore. Alright. I forgot how big that thing is. Alright. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think I should be getting that promotion soon. Yeah, Uni's in my lap in case anybody's wondering. Cute little girl, aren't you? It's weird to think there was a time I didn't like cats. I used to think they were snobs. But then I, grew up and realized that they're animals, so they don't, do snobby things. They just like things a particular way. Huh. What that is, like, well, I guess I'll be finished. Do they not announce them anymore, or? I mean, that is 10, I believe. Huh. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did 10 there. Maybe they just don't announce them anymore. Maybe because I turned down the party. Oh well. And this. Okay. I'll go ahead and put this stuff and the pokey away, and then we'll head to Harv's Island. I want to see what Sahara has different there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, I am happy that we got stuff done, so no complaints there. I just wish they told me, if this was my 100th house or what. I said you can use the app to figure out how many you've done, but like, am I supposed to count all these or what? Well, oh well. No, didn't mean to do that. Okay. pokey away. Alright, Har's Island. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, the paintings are the same. Okay, let's look at the Sahara here. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Well, we got stuff done, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that other world. The Outer Worlds after this. So hopefully it's good. But everybody, I really appreciate you. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss a single episode. Also, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you liked what you saw. See how I messed up there? Anyways, tell your friends and enemies all about it. Bye for now.